What is going on, everyone? Hi and welcome to a new stream here on ZeldaSpeedRuns. Today we have the Majora's Mask Rando Tournament Season 1 Winners Bracket Round 3 Seria Faith versus Riley. And today I am with my wonderful commentators, Zombie Phoenix.
It's just me.
Oh. Oh. And I can just switch our scene now, and then... Whew. That really was more stressful than it had to be.
Alright. How are we doing, chat? So, fun facts about the race you're about to watch. A lot of issues with setup today. Initially didn't get the right stream delay on Seria's side, so we are only going to be watching Riley for the first about 8 minutes of the race. We're going to watch him do the start of Cycle 1, and then Seria is going to hop in just a little bit once we get Seria's stream delay fixed, and then you'll get to watch the rest of the race unfold normally. It's going to be very exciting. Big race today, Seria versus Riley. This is the last of round 2 of the winners bracket. Round 3 of the winners bracket, sorry. So this will decide who the final 4 of the winners bracket are. So that's going to be a big deal. Winner of this going up against FaZe. Loser of this heading down to losers round 3, where they're going to get a nice long break as the losers bracket is way behind. So we're going to start here in 3, 2, 1.
And I think, in theory,
Neat. So, chat, I am relying on you today since it's just me on comm. So we are going to have a party. I brought some books to read to you in case I get tired of talking to myself. But y'all need to ask me questions and hang out. We're going to have a party. And then obviously, shouts out to our trackers, Majora Fox and Cephalopod Toast, one of whom is going to have to do a lot of catching up when Seria's stream hops back in. That's fun. Alright, so we're just watching Riley's side of the screen for a little bit. Very exciting. Starting off with a North Clocktown route, hitting the owl. Whatever was on South Clocktown. Heart piece must not have been important. The tree, also not important. So after checking the tree, Riley is going to head back south. We're going to grab the monies. Alright, so now we have money. That's what the South Clocktown Heart piece is. A nice way to start the seed. You don't have to worry about grinding up rupees early on. You can buy from Tingle as soon as you get to him. It's a good way to start. Riley's also going to grab this out of logic ledge chest. Gets that on the first try. Just kidding. Misses the easier part of the trick. Yo, how are we doing on the sub goal? During yesterday's match, we got real close. Looks like they're still 11 away. Okay. But I watched like 30 subs happen during yesterday's match, and this is a winner's bracket match, so I think we can reach sub goal today. Just saying. Alright, we're heading into South Termina. Okay, so let's see here. Bold predictions for today's seed. I've been really wanting to see like a super late Deku happen in a tournament race. I haven't seen that yet. No, I'm not asking for Deku on Bank 3, just because that's what it loves to do. But, I mean, obviously I would die for some Beanwath to get Deku in Stone Tower. But any form of late Deku would be nice. I also think we might see some Fisherman game today. Hinted or unhinted. I think the seed might be a little mean and do something along those lines. So chat, toss me your bold predictions for the seed. What kind of trolls do you think we have in store for our runners today? Road to Southern Swamp, Away to Heroes, our first hint. My favorite taco condiment? Pineapple salsa. I love a good fruity taco, and like, oh man, a fruity salsa, top of the line. Maybe some mango salsa too. Also did not see the starting song. Grabbed a stick, gonna head into the P-Hat Grotto. Seria's fine. Seria didn't get the stream delay set up correctly, so Seria's stream just isn't going to be there for about 5 more minutes. And then everything will be fine. It'll be synced up. What's B-Hot got? B-Hot's got a bow, so we're starting with a bow right off the bat. Also, looks like they're starting with a Pona, so another tournament seed starting with a Pona, which means things can open up early, which means things can get hidden in tough places quickly. Did you make your own salsa? There's something about making your own salsa that just sounds so difficult because there's so many ingredients in salsa that like to find them all, especially with like the weird peppers that most salsas have. I don't know that I would be good at doing that. The race time's been showing them offline the whole time. It's a weird thing. Was that Giant's Wallet on Crimea? Heck yeah, it was. Hilarious. Yeah, so they can do Gorman Race right now. A play I definitely would support, but am not surprised if it doesn't happen. Milk Road Tingle loves having lots of things. Today he's got a deed and a sword. I swear, he always has 2 items you want to buy every time. You have to show up to Milk Road Tingle with 60 rupees. I will say though, one of my favorite salsas of all time is the like hot salsa from Chipotle. It's smooth but like still really good. And if I could figure out how to remake that on my own, I would do it in a heartbeat. Like I would love to have an unlimited source of that salsa. Hints are not going to help you right now. The only way the hero commands are not going to help you right now. The only way the hero we found so far is Road to Southern Swamp. And we are going to go straight into Gorman Race, which, again, I think is the right choice here. You don't want to skip it. A nice time to get land deed, too. He'll be able to check that nice and early. That's really convenient. I'll have to go back for it later. Last location, Mirror. Interesting. I did see a couple other ones that I forgot to mention. I saw someone with like the Storms on Eggs prediction. Storms on Eggs, and then Goron Mask behind Pamela. That's incredibly evil, and I love it. And sometimes light arrows love to be your go mode item. Song items especially, because they can just have like Oath or something insignificant. Just a heart piece from Zigorman Bros today. Getting on the horse, you gonna head south or west, Riley? Seria's stream delay was messed up. Seria's stream will join us in about 2 minutes, hopefully, and then everything will be back to normal. It would be very funny opt in and just have like a full tracker, and we would be like, what did Seria do for the first 10 minutes? Ocean Spider House is dead. Dompe Digging is dead. Butler is dead. And Beneath the Well is foolish. That was a very good set of hints. You'll love to see a well foolish when you're running. Alright, we're heading in Road to Southern Swamp, which is Way of the Hero. And we've got a bow, so every single check here is in logic. So we're going to get something important right now. And by right now, I mean like the next 2 minutes. Well, foolish just means the checks itself are not required. Technically, if going through the well But there's never really a time where you could be required to go through the well, because if you have Mirror Shield, you need Mirror Shield to go through the well normally, and you can also get into Akana Castle with the Mirror Shield. So there's never really a time you would have to go through the well to get to Castle. Plus there's tricks. Alright, we got some Swamp Archery. When you get a bow as early as P-Hat Grotto, it kind of takes away from what a lot of runners have been doing lately to use Grandma's Story to skip ahead for room key check, because now you've just got a lot more stuff open to you. You don't really need to waste that time anymore. Yeah, okay, so I believe I can see Seria's stream. Can you guys? Yeah, so you guys can see Seria's stream. This seed was rolled by Delilah. So yeah, looks like Seria got bombs, a swamp deed, and a mountain deed according to Seria's tracker. So I don't know where Seria picked up all of those deeds, but I guess we'll find out if Riley eventually picks them up. Light arrows! That sounds like a way of the hero to me. Gonna pick up some rupees. Oh, are you guys seeing Seria move? My Seria stream is not moving. Seahorses yields Gibdo Mask. That's hilarious. Alright, I'm gonna have to refresh the page for a second. So I don't really know what's happening at the moment. Okay, I'm back. I see that Riley just picked up the Great Fairy Sword, so that's 2 big swords from Tingles today. I can see both streams now. Seria just picked up the Circus Leader Mask. Did we see what was in the tree? Did Riley get anything out of the tree? Okay, so Riley's going to turn in this land deed. Seria is now going to P-Hat Grotto, going to pick up his light arrows. Land deed leads to a heart piece. I see that Riley got a bean at some point, but I don't know where that bean came from. Power is foolish. Well, rip that hope for Deku Mask, but that's fine. Riley checked room key check, didn't get anything out of it. Gonna head up to, looks like Mayor's office. Seria is in Milk Road. Finding out about the Giant's wallet. Yeah, Seria has 2 deeds, and I don't know where either of them came from. Which means we got 3 early deeds in this seed, and that's amazing. Looks like Madame Aroma didn't have anything. Yeah. Just a map. Fun hints, we've got Gibdo Mask on Seahorses and Giant's Wallet on Crimea. We're gonna get some town archery action. I probably would have gone to the laundry pool and skipped ahead before starting town archery, but there's enough checks he doesn't necessarily have to do that. Oh, what's up?
Hey. I was just swiftly asking if you could lead me through the things that I can already put into the commands. So like
Yeah.
Foolish and Way of the Hero stuff. That would
Yeah,
be
your
nice.
Way of the Hero. We just have one so far. It is Road to Southern Swamp. And you can put in parentheses light arrows, or just LA will probably be enough.
Road to Southern Swamp. And it's light arrows?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we don't have any more Way of the Hero hints yet, but then our Foolish hints so far are Beneath the Well.
Beneath the Well. Yep.
And Stone Tower.
Stone Tower. Any more?
No, we don't have the last one yet.
Okay. Well, that's good. So I think Way of the Hero and Foolish should now work properly. Yes, they are.
Looks
That's
good.
Fine. Looking good. I think I really have to get into Majora's Mask Randomizer a bit.
Majora's Mask Randomizer is a good time.
I love the original game, but I've never actually played Majora's Mask Rando because the really old version of it that I tried using didn't work properly.
Yeah, I remember that one. And that one it's so sad because that one put such a bad taste in so many people's mouths, but this one is so good, so clean. They've got the logic really well figured out. Like there haven't been, especially in like standard settings, there haven't been issues in so long. The devs have done a fantastic job of setting up new MMR.
That's nice. Okay, so thank you very much. I think I'll drop off again for a while and mute myself. And I wish you all a really nice and clean stream.
Later. Let me go in depth as to what Way of the Hero means, because what else am I going to do? So WOTH stands for Way of the Hero. And what it means is that the region that is listed as WOTH has at least one item in it that is required to beat the game. Oftentimes that means it's going to be a required item like light arrows, like a transformation mask. It could be as simple as a moon's tear, and then you have to trade that moon's tear to get a required item. So that's what Way of the Hero is. A Foolish region has nothing you need to beat the game. It can have useful things like swords and heart pieces, but you can beat the game without checking a single item in that region. Now we're getting a postman race on Riley's side. Seria's starting to set up bombers. Gonna check Clocktown Tingle. Bottle with red potion. So we have access to a bottle. It's the most convenient bottle to get early, so you can take it with you to the swamp on day 2. Riley is doing swordsman school. It's about time for me to get a haircut. I'm kind of putting it off because like COVID, but it's time. Oh, did Riley pick the wrong swordsman school by accident? I do that all the time. Wait, literally every Tingle item has been worth buying so far. And we have a Pona song, Rush Grape A Tingle. Swordsman school. Actually, I guess you get a little bit of profit off of that. Riley's gonna go west. He's gonna rush Great Bay Tingle. That's awesome. This is a really early play. Interesting choice to do it. He hasn't even gotten the bottle yet, I don't think. Yeah, he doesn't have the bottle yet, so I'm a little surprised. Like, I do kind of like going early when you get a Pona song, but you at least want to have the bottle so that you can do Lab Fish, because between the Fisherman's Grotto and Lab Fish, they always have an item. Especially with Tingle going up there. Sometimes he'll have the item instead, but this could pay off for him, though. There's a good chance Seria puts it off for a while, so if there's an item here, it definitely could give him an edge. Gonna get the fairy? Or did Seria might have inverted time almost, it looks like. I wasn't sure about that. Inverted time to make sure that he can get to the laundry pool before 6 p.m. Yeah. That's what I was checking. Interesting choice. It'll probably be fine. I'm not sure there's quite enough checks to justify that. But I mean, you can go to Observatory, you can go west, so it's probably going to be fine. All right, does every Tingle item matter? That's not bad. Worth buying, certainly not required, but now you've got a full wallet again. It's gonna try and go for like a 1-cycle seed. Oh man, Riley's emulator is rough. Arc in my apartment, what the heck? I'm still really curious where Seria managed to get 2 deeds that Riley hasn't gotten. Riley's gonna start bombers. I'm curious if soaring from Laundry Pool to that owl statue is actually going to be fast enough. I know soaring is sped up, but I think usually it takes 2 loading zones to justify a Song of Soaring. So yeah, a little separation on our runners. Seria definitely had to have done something Riley hasn't done, but Seria is also earlier in the cycle still, as Riley kind of skipped ahead and Seria inverted. Shooting kids with arrows is an important part of Majora's Mask Randomizer. We're going to head into Dodongo's Grotto. And we have finished bombers on Seria's screen. Mirror Shield! That's not going to be our go mode today. We did Gorman Race, but I do think there's a good chance Seria did Dodongos already, and so I think we're about to find a deed. Or a freaking hook shot. Say what? Okay. That was kind, game. I really agreed with your hot take. I guess what I don't think Riley's done like the Grotto and East Termina, so that could have something. Man, I really did not see that coming. Swamp Spider House is dead. Seria's gonna go turn in the land title deed. Ooh, the Great Fairy Sword. Bold play. Love it. Love it. Just got to make sure you really take out Seikon. Alright, Seria about to see once again how loaded Tingle can be. Opting not to buy the Great Fairy Sword? Interesting. Wait, why did Seria not buy the Great Fairy Sword? Oh, Seria already has it. Seria must have seen that before. Okay. Oh, I just remembered that they've got north access too, so there's a lot of stuff Seria can do here early on, because you can go up to Lens Cave already. I'm gonna get light arrows on Seria's side. I think needs to stop going to West Clocktown. Gonna put some money in the bank. Anyone in chat get the Mario 3D All-Stars today? Anyone playing the new game? I feel like if you are, you're probably not watching the stream, but you never know. Whoa, Fierce Deity! Also, he already got 200 rupees in the bank? That's impressive. Early Benny Hood is great. Really speeds up the rest of the seed. The real play is to commentate while at work. Not that I've ever done that, but... I was surprised they didn't also include the DS version of Mario 64 in the play, like, because there were like what, multiple characters and stuff in that one, so I'm surprised that that didn't make an appearance in the re-release they did for Switch. Does he not say so long, Gay Bowser anymore? That's devastating. I will say, wow, okay, I'm one, very disappointed that's not so long, Gay Bowser. Two, I loved Little Sibling mode in Mario Galaxy. Like, even though I wasn't young enough to play Little Sibling mode, I loved being the person that just sat there and collected star bits with the second player controller. That was my jam. Like, the other person could do all the work, and I just like spun around. Fantastic. Riley's gonna pick up the bottle. Seria has now uninverted time. And hopefully is not going to wait 5 hours for grandma. Okay, cool. Just making sure. Especially like if I'm playing with someone who's good and really enjoys like the core Mario. Like, I like playing a Mario game, but like to have a friend who I can just like, they can sit on the couch and do the work and I can collect the star bits. I will say the 2-player mode of Odyssey is better. And I like Mario Odyssey became one of my favorite games of all time because of the 2-player mode. I'm glad they kept it mostly true to the original. I think it would have been fun. Like, they definitely had the space and time. They could have like made a bonus level or something. Like, you could have just like added a little bonus like Easter egg at the end for each one. And who knows, maybe we'll find out they did, but I doubt I'm sure I would have heard of it by now. I think that could have been a fun like 35th anniversary opportunity that they didn't bother doing. Repeat hint of Ranch Sisters. Seria setting up Scarecrow, even though Seria hasn't even found the hookshot yet. Man, not getting our way of the hero hints early today. I love that you put pineapple on your taco after I said that. And not that I like led you to put the pineapple on the taco, but I'm gonna pretend that you did it because of me, and also I'm jealous. Granted, I basically had that for dinner. I made a burrito skillet yesterday, which like had all those things in it. It just wasn't actually a taco because I was lazy. But I had leftovers of that for dinner today before stream. What are we getting off Moonsteer? Ugh, burrito skillets are so good. You just put everything in and then come back. Magic! Come back in like half an hour and it's done and the rice is all cooked. Fantastic. Room key! Observatory. Moonsteer. I haven't been using my slow cooker enough lately. I am gonna make pulled pork tomorrow, or Sunday though, so I'll get my slow cooker out soon. What's really important is I'm getting my ice cream maker out tomorrow. I made the base tonight for a peanut butter custard, and I'm gonna put it through the ice cream maker tomorrow morning. If you were watching the tournament race with me yesterday, we basically talked about ice cream the whole time, and it was awesome. And I did. Instant nachos might be like a good like reheat style for the skillet. Like you eat the skillet live the first day, and then obviously I'm not going to finish it. And so the second day, do what you just said and make it a nacho. Good move. Like ice cream making has become my absolute hobby. I just got from the library today an ice cream like book from the people who started Big Gay Ice Cream in New York and Philly. Fire arrows. Wow, Mystery Woods is the play today. And it's just like fun stories and ice cream recipes, and I'm very excited about it. That's my backup plan if I run out of things to talk about 3 hours into a rough seed. I'm just going to read you stories from Big Gay Ice Cream. Did Seria not open the chest? Seria! Seria! Did Seria not open that chest? Okay. Sorry, I'm freaking out over things that aren't real. Anytime you see me commentating, just know that it's officially going to be like 50% MMR, 50% food from now on, and like that food side heavily leaning on ice cream. Especially now that I don't have a co-commentator to stop me, like I have all the freedom in the world. What are we getting out of the tree?
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I'm not the co-commentator to stop you. I'm the co-commentator who wants to talk about ice cream.
Hey, Stockpot Inn's Way of the Hero. Also, was that finally the Swamp Deed? Cool.
Okay, what was Way of the Hero?
Stockpot Inn.
Stockpot Inn. Way of the Hero.
That Swamp Deed might be way, but probably not because light arrows.
You
don't need to write down what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fine. Do we have the third Foolish already?
We don't.
Okay.
Did someone check room key? I did not see them go to the inn, but I also started talking about food. Stump chest. Second bottle. no transformation masks yet, which is interesting.
Who needs transformation if you can have Link? Just give him a
Finally
boomerang.
checking this grotto on Riley's side. He'll probably check the pillar hookshot chest while he's here. We just noticed Seria is up north, although it looks like Seria is not going to go all the way out to Len's Cave yet. Seria need to go back for Granny? Yeah, that's why. Good use of time, I suppose. Here's where bombs came from. Still no idea where Seria got the mountain title, dude.
I never knew you could climb up this pillar, actually.
Yeah, that's one of those things that's like... there are like a couple things that no one knows about vanilla MMR. It's climbing that pillar. Gibdo Mask can give you Akana access instead of Garo Mask. That trips up every new runner on their first seed. I can't think off the top of my head. North Clocktown's our last way of the hero.
Okay, that's good.
And we've gotten something there.
I
know we got a bottle there. I'm trying to think if we got anything else. Oh, Mirror Shield.
Oh.
Thanks, VXR. Yeah, so it's North Clocktown, parentheses, Mirror Shield.
Mirror Shield. Okay. We'll never find a player with a similar route to Seria. Wow. Okay. Well, friends of the good old ice cream, popsicles, and other fresh and cool foods, I will head off now permanently because this race will now be taken over by another restreamer. Thank you for going through this roller coaster of emotions with me before we even started, and I wish you the best time.
Thanks for getting us started so we could all be here.
Yay! Well then, have a nice day, everyone.
You too. Apple's mask. Did not see what Toilet just gave. Fairy's mask. Hey Delilah, thanks for hopping in to help with Restream. We're going to be talking about food, mostly ice cream a lot. Get excited. Drink coffee, so I haven't bothered making coffee ice cream. I want to take another stab at making mint ice cream. My last mint ice cream went really poorly, but that's because my freezer wasn't cold enough, and now I have a new freezer. So I need to try it again. Big Gay Ice Cream is everything you want it to be. It started as a food truck, I think in New York, and that's where their main store is. I've only had it when I was in Philly. And it's just like, it's one of those places where it's like super extra, super custardy ice cream, really good. They make fancy sundaes. The wall is covered in Golden Girls, just like you would expect out of anything with the word gay in the title. It's really fantastic. And the book is recipes and fun stories from the creators of Big Gay Ice Cream. Favorite pizza type? I am absolutely on board with pineapple on pizza. I feel weird that my answer has now been pineapple twice, but I love a good old Hawaiian pizza. Pro tip, like the secret ingredient to a good Hawaiian pizza, cinnamon. It's just like, it's perfect. Goron mask! So that's gonna, unfortunately, hurt what Seria's doing here and extending the cycle because you can't get Goron Mask until day 3. And Goron Mask is such a useful item and speed up. I think we're probably gonna see Seria like really miss out on some speed up opportunities here. Might even go to Len's Cave without Goron Mask because of this. But who knows? I did also once have jalapenos on a ham and pineapple pizza also was a good contributor. What's happening here? That's incredible. Oh man, that picture was exactly what I needed. I saw your comment about pizza on pineapple, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" But now I understand and I love it. Oh man, one of the cutest gifts someone ever gave me for my birthday, one year, before I owned my own ice cream maker, was they bought these like little mini pineapples from the store, carved out the pineapple, used the pineapple to make homemade pineapple ice cream, and then used the carved out mini pineapple as a container for the ice cream, and it was adorable. Blast mask. So that's like the best way to serve a pineapple ice cream sundae, just for the record. They even like put the little cap back on. Ugh, the best. I ate it for breakfast before flying on a plane. So Seria is about to pick up fire arrows and room key. What up, Waffle? I get it. It's hard to go to bed when I'm talking about ice cream. I'm like torn between wanting this to be like a really interesting, complicated seed and also not wanting to talk to myself for 4 hours. Purple rupee from the fairy. Drink up, Kume. However I say your name. Out to the runners. Shouts out to this terrible minigame that Riley's playing. Hint, still missing a boat archery hint, and still missing one of our foolish hints. Man. I was really curious if the whole like rule change of allowing people to cheat treasure game was actually going to change the meta, and it actually just means we get to watch a bunch of people fail at cheating the game a lot. Like, it seems just as hard as playing this normally. Just a bow. Head to day 3, so maybe Seria will get the Goron mask in a relatively fast time. What up, Mishi? I'm gonna go check the Punch Rock Grotto. Opponent's still hanging out over here. That's interesting. Honestly, I wouldn't hate it if he went and checked Graveyard Bomb Grotto while he was here. It just seems like people never do that, but I think it's a worthwhile time if you're already going to come out to Punch Rock Grotto, because that loves bottlenecking people. Seat's fine so far. Nothing too interesting. We've gotten fire and light arrows in easy places. Your Way of the Heroes are Southern Swamp, Stockpot Inn, and North Clocktown. We actually haven't gotten the Stockpot Inn Way of the Hero. Oh, Seria went straight to Knight of the 3. Picto Box potentially Way of the Hero. Staff Chest. And Stockpot Inn. And then room key chest, we missed it earlier, and it had, oh, whoops. So that's either a Way of the Hero Gold Dust or a Way of the Hero Picto Box. And actually, we know Seahorse says Gibdo Mask, so it's possible that that Picto Box is pointing to Gibdo Mask as our only Akana access. I will point out that Well is foolish, so it's not for that. But Seria obviously noticing the Picto Box Way of the Hero is going straight to take a picture of Tingle and turn that in. Was that our last foolish hint, chat? Did anyone see that? Picto Box was in Staff Chest in the inn. But Riley just got a foolish hint. Can someone confirm that for me? Snowhead Temple foolish. Alright, so that's our last foolish. Oh, Toilet had Cafe's mask? Wow. I missed that. Oh, that's not the Way of the Hero. I think it's probably just Picto for Gibdo, but I do love the bait of Gold Dust and Cafe Mask. That might not be bait. I think that's fun. You can get the bottle right away. You have to get the room key from Katake, which you can do immediately in a cycle, and then go straight with the chest. So there's nothing delaying getting the Gold Dust in a future cycle. I still don't know where Seria got the mountain title deed, which is blowing my mind. What could Seria possibly have done that Riley has skipped? Goron Mask was on Mayor Heartpiece with Couples Mask on the day 3 chest in South Clocktown. So Seria won't miss it, but Seria is unfortunately choosing to go north first, which is unfortunate. Yeah. And Riley's gonna go join Seria in the north. Seria checking Zoe's grotto the Zoe Logic way, getting Mask of Truth out of it. Puppy time. I don't think it'll be forgotten. Seria loves doing weird things out of order, and this kind of early Snowhead play or Goron Village play doesn't surprise me at all coming from Seria. Correct. Gold Dog will win automatically as long as Mask of Truth is in your inventory when you enter the dog race room area. But also justice for Blue Dog. Money in the grotto. Hey, we're 46 minutes in and we still don't have Deku Mask, so that's going well for my bold prediction of the seed. And before Seria finds it on the next check. Mod for randomizers. Devs made that happen because they're the best. I've like made a point of telling people so that no one else gets hurt by it. Like how you need to be careful about finishing checks in areas before finishing the local dungeon. Also known, be careful about when you kill Georg. That a 4th bottle we found. So that'll be nice when they inevitably go to Pirate's Fortress if they decide to do eggs. They already have 4 bottles. Seria's probably gonna pick up the couples mask right now, but I think it's too late to go get Mayor Heartpiece, so Seria's not getting Goron mask until next cycle. Which 2 songs do we think are going to be not necessarily required today? We're about to find out what Goron Lullaby check is. And it is New Wave. I think Deku Palace is going to have a Foolish song. And I think Oath check is going to have a Foolish song. Swords are permanent in Rando, so the Razor Sword won't break. Armin mask yet. Alright, All Night Mask is... Dang it! Oh man, that would have been really fun if they had to do Cremia for that. Seria gonna sell the gold dust for some extra change, why not? Still possible Cremia is required. Not likely, but would be fun. Oh man, what if both Smithy days are required? You have to do Cremia for the wallet, and you have to get the gold dust and turn that in. That'd be fun. For us, not for the runners. Seria did pick up the couples mask, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. So the way sword upgrade, like, are you asking about the checks? So for Smithy, to get like the Razor Sword check, you have to give 100 rupees to Smithy on day 1 and pick it up on day 2. And then to get the Gilded Sword check, you have to give the gold dust to Smithy on day 2 and pick it up on day 3. The swords are in the randomization pool, so you can find them wherever they get randomized to. In this case, Milk Road Tingle had the Gilded Sword, and Seria picked up the Razor Sword somewhere in the north, I forget. Yeah, swords aren't required. You can actually find swords in foolish locations. So Seria's skipping right to the night so that he can set up Midnight Meeting and pick up the Goron mask. I like the play. Riley going back to do Lapfish Heart Piece, also like the play. Seria's going to be a little annoyed with himself once he gets the Goron mask here, because he'll immediately know that he did things in the wrong order. It's noting that the Great Bay Coast Scarecrow Ledge heart piece is in logic right now, which would just be so mean if they have to go get their Deku or Zora mask by swimming out there. Riley gonna use Bomb Shoes to blow up this rock. Seria not wasting any time getting the gold dust back, gonna try and follow all the waths. Seria is determined to figure out this stockpot and way of the hero, and I don't blame him. No, Seria doesn't need to save Kumi again. He just needs to talk to Kumi so that Kotake will give him the gold dust. Nope, the room key so that you can get the gold dust. Boat Archery is dead. We are just missing one sometimes hit, and then we'll have all of our hints for the seed. Yeah. Not getting the Goron mask early was unfortunate, but honestly not like a bad play, just unluck with the seed. But what Seria is doing now, I think, is all good routing choices. And honestly, I like what Riley's doing here too. Like, you've kind of exhausted your way of the heroes at this point. I guess maybe he could be doing a little more work with the stock put in, but he's waiting for midnight is what he's doing, so that he can go do more work with the stock put in. So yeah, I think Riley's doing a good job with his routing choices as well. It's just different, which is cool. Pick up the swamp title deed a second time in case he finds the Deku Mask, I guess. Question is he going to get the mountain deed a second time so I can find out where the frick he got the mountain deed from? Riley's using. Seria is going to go ahead and check this real quick. Yeah, I think Seria's kind of in a place where he's just killing time until midnight meeting now, which I don't love for him, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, Seria hasn't gone west at all. I'm wrong. Seria's doing nothing. Seria's fine. Stockpot in Way the Hero is really interesting because I feel like it's ooh, you did not do well there, Seria. Not when I get a Stockpot in Way the Hero. Stockpot in will have an item leading to Stockpot in, like a cafe mask for midnight meeting, or all night mask will be on room key check, and then you have to go do Grandma Story. Like, it just seems like a really common thing to happen specifically with Stockpot in. And that might happen again today if midnight meeting is required. Riley resets as soon as he gets the gold dust. To turn in gold dust, they've picked up bow and magic already, and fire arrows, which is not often you have all three of those things and gold dust so that the stars can align this early in a seed. I wonder if Seria's gonna swim out to Scarecrow Harpies. That seems like the type of place like Gamble Seria would make. Riley's emulator. So Riley's setting up cycle 2, very similar to Seria, trying to figure out for sure which of the items is going to lead to his Way of the Hero and Stockpot in. It's the right move. I'm really thinking that Graveyard Bomb Grotto might be the play, though. I feel like that could be bottlenecking us right now. Road to Southern Swamp for light arrows, Stockpot in to be determined either Picto, Cafe, or Gold Dust. North Clocktown is Way of the Hero for Mirror Shield. Beneath the Well, Stone Tower, and Snowhead Temple are foolish. All your always hints are dead, except Cremia does have the Giant's Wallet, and Gibdo Mask is on Seahorses. Riley setting up Hungry Goron. Riley got New Wave last cycle. Fun fact for doing Hungry Goron, it actually starts in the same pot every time. It's the one like kind of off to the left. And so if you actually like watch it as it starts spinning, you can just keep an eye on that pot so you know which one to hit. It's not actually random. Well, I mean, the songs in this game are kind of interesting. Like, most of them are required. Sonata, Goron, Lullaby, New Wave, and Elegy are all required to get into the dungeon, but none of them do any good until you have the relevant mask. So New Wave is, you need it eventually, but until they find Zora mask, it doesn't matter that Riley has it. Wow. Ugh, commentating. So the fact that Riley has already picked up New Wave is not an advantage, because Seria will definitely go back for it. You have to prioritize getting songs. Why is Seria swimming instead of Goron rolling right now? Did Seria forget that he has Goron? Just a map. Ooh, didn't nail that. The other thing is neither of our runners have gone to the ranch at all yet, but they've both picked up Mask of Truth. So I imagine after they check Midnight Meeting, they're just gonna turn in the gold dust and go straight to day 3 ranch. Yeah, I think that was a boat archery hint or something. It's definitely one of the ones I've already read off. It's not new. New check on Riley's side. Just some money. They're very big. But also everything seems bigger in this game because you're always a kid. And then you become like Fierce Deity or even Zora Link, and everything kind of shrinks. Anju. Yeah, they're at basically the same point. They did things in a little different order, but ultimately, I think the differences between them two are pretty insignificant at this point. Alright, Cafe Mask was bait so far. Gonna grab that gold dust and I imagine go straight into turning it in. Distraction, I think it's just Picto Box to get your Gibdo and that's it. Happy 1 hour mark, everyone. They don't have All Night Mask yet, so that can torture them later instead of now. Sure enough, Seria's gonna go turn in this gold dust. That's worth keeping in mind. I mean, if you get All Night Mask, you should not put off doing Grandma Stories for too long, because you should always clear your way to the hero regions. That's true. The cafe mask isn't fully dead. The cutscene after you beat Twin Rova in Ocarina of Time. Those witches make me giggle. Alright, let's see what Gold Dust leads to. Deku! Well, there goes my prediction. Yeah, we know Seahorse's is Gibdo Mask, but it's still possible that Garo Mask is somewhere accessible and you're not actually required to do Gibdo, so we don't know for sure Pictobox is Way of the Hero. I was just guessing, and based on the fact that we found Deku, I might have guessed completely wrong. So that's actually nice for Seria, since he went and got the Swamp Deed back, he can immediately turn it in. And while he's here, pick up that song, and apparently, oh nut. I don't think there's anything incorrect about the Loth. I'm fine leaving it saying Pictobox and Gold Dust still. Oh, I didn't even notice Captain's hat was up there. Neat. That might have also been the Road to Swamp Southern Hero. So, wow, Road to Swamp Way of the Hero. Whatever. They're in a good spot. Riley's really not that far behind. I imagine he's gonna... Yeah, he's skipping ahead to day 3. I assume he turned in Gold Dust, so I imagine Riley's gonna be right behind Seria with both of these things. And then Seria's going to waste time on Hunker Goron, and they're going to be at exactly the same point, and we're going to get to see a good race continue. I see what you're saying about the potential for a Jetsi, but it's also worth noting that we are, other than Grandma Stories, we're basically out of Way of the Hero checks now. Road to Southern Swamp's been full cleared, Inn's been mostly cleared, North Clocktown has been cleared except for Deku Playground. So unless the sometimes hint gives something away, there's not really any more information for them. If they need Keg, that's going to be an issue, and obviously they still need Ice Arrows and Zora Mask. And those Ice Arrows especially could just really cause some problems for them. Egos will probably not be a foolish song because they got Mirror Shield in and Way of the Hero North Clocktown. Especially if Deku Palace is nothing, that Mirror Shield has to be Way of the Hero. Deku Mask was on Smithy Day 2. You got it with Way of the Hero Gold Dust from Stock Button. The only sometimes hint we've had so far is that Seahorses is Gibdo. We don't have the other sometimes hint yet. It has Giant's Wallet. So if Smithy Day 1 has something, they might have to do Cremia, but there's a good chance you find Adult's Wallet instead. So if it is Giant Swallow and Crimea, they are absolutely last locationing that. Like the Adult Swallow would have to be locked behind it for them to do Crimea. And because there's just like no ambiguity left. Is that letter to Mama? No, it's just a Silver Rupee. So in terms of elongating the seed, it's almost better that we don't know where things like Ice Arrows and Zora Mask are right now. Seria doesn't have Goron Lullaby. Is the first to enter Deku Palace with the Deku Mask. Everyone's part of the seed. We're gonna pay a visit to Bean Daddy! We need some magic bean flavored ice cream up in here. The magic bean flavored ice cream would have to be like some sort of fancy Neapolitan, maybe with like a bunch of different fruit sorbets or something. Like, you know it's gonna be magical and colorful. Last sometime, so still missing a hint. Oops! I agree, it does kind of sound like a Terminian banana split. I'm into it. You can hookshot through the roof? I guess that makes sense given the collision, but interesting. Oh man, Riley, you're playing like me! Alright, chill. Justice for Blue Dog. That's all I gotta say. It's not true, I'm gonna talk forever, but... All the dogs are at the starting line in his place, and oh, Gold Dog gets off to a bad start. Look at Blue Dog go! Blue Dog is in the lead. Blue Dog is all over the track. They're turning right. They're going right around the track. Blue Dog falling behind to third place. Gold Dog pulling up to 7th. Brown Dog in the very back. Blue Dog quickly has run out of steam and is in 5th to last place. Meanwhile, Gold Dog has moved up into the pack, and guess what? The dogs are turning right again. They are rounding the last corner, approaching the finish line, and Gold Dog gets a strong first place finish, followed by 2 gray dogs, 2 white dogs, and at the very tail end, it's our hero, the Blue Dog. Classic. Ask. Seria's still not going to Deku Palace. What's Seria got planned here? Oh, a Moon's Tear! Finding all the trade items. Oh, Seria's gonna check Fairy, and better also check Deku Playground, because I hate when people don't clear their Woths. Yep. Full clear in the Woths. Great play. Even though it probably won't pan out today, I still support it. Once again, Riley, you're playing like me, bud. Come on. No, Seria, just gonna do this legit all the way. Not even gonna cheat for the rupees. Happen. Alright. What's the Deku Palace song gonna be? Oath to Order. Interesting. Doesn't open anything. Is something happening? Alright, and Playground has... Why is Bomber's Notebook always in a way of the hero region? What the heck? Oops. Riley, you're better than this. This is like the third trick in a row you've flubbed on. Oh, what's up, Vidya? Welcome to ZSR1. Thanks for the raid. Looks like, and then it's gonna go to Deku Palace. That's fine. And Riley's heading into Woodfall. Oath was a Deku Palace song. I still think they need to go to the Graveyard Grotto. Oh, also Seria has Captain's Hat. So Seria just needs to go to Graveyard. We totally forgot that they have that. So that could very easily get them first dungeon access with Sonata or Goron Lullaby. Oh, that would also be very fun. I like it, Kirby. Yeah, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed the silence. I do have to confess that I lied to you. Instead of getting a drink, I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I know that doesn't make any sense, but that's where we are. Has been able to get an edge on the other. They've done pretty much everything in different orders, but they're still getting things at essentially the same times. Here's the thing. I messed up a little bit because I finished my last batch of ice cream yesterday, but I didn't finish making my new batch of ice cream today. I have to finish it tomorrow morning. So I don't actually have ice cream to eat right now, and I can't go get any because I'm commentating. So I didn't plan correctly. Because normally on a Friday I'd go walk to like the custard place down the street or something. Honestly, like, yes, I could obviously like Uber Eats some Ben and Jerry's to me or something, or I ended up making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because, you know, why not? It's fine. Ice cream is very important, but it doesn't need to happen every day. But thoughts on a peanut butter and jelly flavored ice cream? Yo, climbing with me is fun. It's a good time. I think I have had a peanut butter and jelly milkshake once. I mean, I made peanut butter ice cream today, so I'm trying to think, like, could I make some sort of like grape syrup or something? Like how do you get the grape into it? Is kind of what I'm trying to think of right now. It definitely exists. I'm not coming up with something brand new. I could try swirling jam into it. I'm just worried, like, how's that gonna freeze? Because there's a big difference between making like a sundae and making a flavor of ice cream. Like, because I tried making a strawberry ice cream once with fresh strawberries, and if you don't chop up the strawberries really finely, they freeze like rocks, and it's the absolute worst thing to consume. So you have to be careful about what you're putting in the freezer, because some things just freeze really unpleasantly. Like, the right move is to just make the peanut butter ice cream as is, and then, yeah, like, make some sort of like grape jelly syrup sort of thing to drizzle over it, or like a grape sauce. That's kind of the vibe I'm thinking. The Big Gay Ice Cream book does have a recipe for grape sorbet. I tell you, my mom wanted a chocolate-covered strawberry flavored ice cream, and I was so determined. I wanted to make it for her so badly. I bought like freeze-dried strawberries, I bought fresh strawberries, like all these different types of strawberries, cut them in different sizes, dipped them in different chocolates, and no matter what I did, it just like wasn't the right experience. They all froze kind of weird. The freeze-dried ones were like, they tasted right and the texture was fine, but it wasn't the texture of a chocolate-covered strawberry. It was the texture of a freeze-dried strawberry, and so it just wasn't worth it. But I put a lot of time into experimenting on that. It just didn't pan out. Yeah, you can, because you can make strawberry ice cream. So if you blend the strawberries, or if you just chop them up really finely. Riley's doing graveyard. This is what I said to do. If this grotto's gonna be something, I'm gonna be real pumped. Dang. So yeah, you blend up the strawberries, mix it with the cream and custard base. Fantastic flavor ice cream. It's the chunks that don't work right. This is the second stream in a row that I've commentated where I forgot to pay attention and just started ranting about ice cream. Get out. Who are you? Seria. Man, this treasure game just really gets people. It does look like Seria is falling a little behind, doing too much random odd stuff instead of going to Graveyard. I mean, Graveyard's got to kind of send us somewhere. I think we're almost running out of options at this point. Zora just locks so much. We've got to find the Zora mask soon. I will absolutely justify that, like, a lot of people are lactose intolerant. You can't always have classic ice cream, but like, dairy-free ice cream, very good. Sorbet, fantastic. If you say you can't eat ice cream and then just eat a bunch of fruit sorbets, I am on your team. I will make you a vegan sorbet. Like, I absolutely support that. I just love all forms of frozen treats. I have a smoothie like 5 times a week, and that's not ice cream, but it might as well be. It's like frozen and dairy based and has fruit in it. Like, it's a good time. I don't know how like mixing a sorbet with a ice cream would work or not, to be honest. All temple access. I forgot there was a game happening. I don't have a strong opinion on Alton Brown. He knows a lot about food chemistry, which is cool. I'm starting to learn about it. I know a little bit about the chemistry of ice cream, which is interesting. But I've never like paid close attention to him. I hope he hasn't gotten canceled now, because I guess if he has, I should be saying that. But there was a phase of my childhood where I was really into Iron Chef America, and he was a part of that. Grave mattered. Seria thinks day 2 grave never matters, so that'll be fun when Seria gets it. Wait, is Alton Brown secretly like hacking underneath his suits? Can I ask that on Restream? Is that allowed? Them follow each other for a little bit here, but ultimately it's gonna like we're probably gonna end up on an item hunt for those ice arrows, and whoever finds them first is gonna be in a really good spot. It's also gonna depend on whether Keg Song is required. Yeah, Seria loves skipping day 2. I think given the current situation, he won't, because there's not really a lot of options left. Like, until you have Zora Mask, so much is closed off. I would be pretty surprised, just because he's done basically everything else first. There's not a lot of other places. Granted, he'll get Sonata right here. Oh shoot, is he gonna get Sonata? No, he wouldn't. Seria, I'm getting mad at you about something you haven't even done yet. Did he really? Alton Brown did? That's not real. Alton Brown, sexiest. This is fake news. Sexiest chef. He got sexiest chef in 2016. I haven't watched Alton Brown as like an adult, as like a kid. I have to full clear it. We are potentially in like ice arrows away from go mode here, which is really weird. If keg's not required, that's it. That's crazy. And update Seria did not skip day 2 grave, which is very good. You have to continue with new checks. Those ice arrows can be literally anywhere. I just opened the Big Gay Ice Cream book to a random page, and it's drawings of B. Arthur teaching me how to save someone from choking by using the Heimlich maneuver on a unicorn. This is the best book I've ever gotten. Dog guy. Woodfall first because it tells you what the oath check song is. Actually, yeah, you do Woodfall first because you get the song from Boss Blue Warp, and if the song from Boss Blue Warp is required, you don't do eggs. Not necessarily don't do eggs, but you don't rush eggs because Mirror Shield's way of the hero. Which, that's a 5th bottle. You probably still do eggs just because healing could have your ice arrows. Like you never know. But it's more information. You wanna get the Boss Blue Warp check pretty soon, is the moral of the story. You're probably going to want to go ahead and just get the Gibdo mask off of seahorses, and if you're going to do seahorses, you might as well pick up the eggs along the way. That's why I'm saying you maybe still do eggs. And who knows? I mean, there's just as much of a chance that Oath Check's not going to give them a required song. Oops, sorry. There's also a pretty strong chance Egos is just Elgy. It'd be nice if it was Lullaby, but... Alright. Let me count to 5 and Atala will be dead because Fierce Deity. Are you not using Fierce Deity Mask? I mean, you have Great Fairy Sword, it doesn't matter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The hookshot in this game is so powerful. Alright, we've got the last bottle. That's crazy. And Song of Healing. So yeah, you do eggs. I hope eggs is storms. That would be fun. There were 2 bottles in Woodfall. Yeah, I mean, at this point, you have 6 bottles. You do eggs. Get Gibdo along the way. Check your ego song. Storms is literally only useful for healing Pamela's father. It unlocks 1 check. In very rare instances, it may be required to water a bean, but that's so uncommon and definitely not happening in this seed. Oh, right away. Interesting choice. On the torch. Interesting. Ooh, you made it. Nice job. Interesting. Good old is the worst. Seria is going to use Fierce. I presume is now going to go start his egg hunt. Yep. Unless he's just looking for ice arrows at the moment, could potentially be looking for a keg. a minute or two behind Riley, kind of officially. So if ice arrows are in an easy spot, that's not a good thing for Seria at this point. You kind of want it to be somewhere that Seria is going to find before Riley does. Is that a heart container, I think? One. We're in Pirate's Fortress. Alright now. Yeah, also gonna go heal Kamara. So Seria's gonna do all the same in-between checks that Riley did. Makes sense. Not gonna get Seria any time back, but I understand why he's doing it. You wouldn't want to orphan the check that has ice arrows on it. Fall Temple, which I think was the right choice anyway. Although in retrospect, I think they both took longer to get to Graveyard than I think was necessary. We still don't have our last sometimes in. Oops! Riley's not nailing his tricks today. Bean. I would agree with that. It's probably in springtime, potentially in Canyon. Riley! The moments that Seria gets to catch up, as Seria bonks into the wall and proves me wrong. Oh man, this is hard to watch now. That's 3 times. He must have gotten out of practice in between matches. There you go. I think Riley missing that a couple times has helped close the gap pretty significantly. Oh, but Seria is going to go through sewer first, whereas Riley chose to go straight into interior. I feel like Seria is way less willing to put off sewer after the call where Seria got last location fire arrows in the sewer. Your chests are the 2 ones like off to the right, the hookshot chest, the silver rupee that's surrounded by guards, and then there's one in a tank. They're just beneath the pirates and boats, and then sewers chests are these 4 that Seria is about to get.
Excuse me, I'm gonna interject. Titties!
Wow! That was really loud! I just don't know how to react to that. That was so weird. Whoa! A match. If that keg's not required, they're gonna go back and forth, and it's gonna be all down to like minute execution that's gonna decide the winner. They're on the same track. Oh man, this could be the closest tourney match we've seen. It all comes down to whether or not eggs is required. And also, I mean, this is also based on the assumption that Riley is going to do sewers after he finishes interior, which is a pretty common route. If he leaves interior without going through sewers, not good. Picking up the picture for doing seahorses, it's the right move. Even if Gibdo isn't an easy place at this point, like getting the guaranteed Garos, getting the guaranteed Gibdo instead of the random Garos, the right move. You gotta go for it. Seahorses doesn't take that long. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. It's a common route. Riley should check sewers on the way out. I would expect him to. So my assumption is he's going to do that, and this is going to be a really close race. It would be a surprise if he didn't do sewers, but if he did, that'd be a problem. If he didn't do sewers, that would be a problem. Quests in this game are weird. Will that picture count for Seria? I'm curious to see. This game can be so finicky about what pictures do and don't count. If Stone Mask is in Pirate's Fortress, and an MM3D Stone Mask is in Pirate's Fortress, is that like kind of French vanilla? Alright, let's go into sewers, everything's fine. We're gonna have a really close race. Matters so much. Like normally I would be rooting against it being required because then you could put the keg in an interesting 12 spot. But given how close together they are, I kind of want eggs to be the last song they need and just really watch these two duke it out. I think that would be really cool. I think Goron gets the most fun color changes. Like you put a red, you choose a red tunic color and suddenly Goron kind of looks like Santa. It's a fun time. It can't come down to an owl save because neither of our runners have owls saved. grateful that chat has been on board with 50% ice cream commentary. Like, shouts out to you all for playing along. I'm having a good time. We're all having a good time. At one point in time, Dairy Queen did a Thin Mint Blizzard where you mixed in like Girl Scout Thin Mint cookies with ice cream. That was very good. I think I just need to turn my Twitch channel into an ice cream making channel, and I just like make I stream myself eating ice cream and making it. That's the new plan. Eggo waffle sandwich. What do we got? Ooh, we got a rant about Dairy Queen. I need to read it. I need chat to let me scroll. Come on, chat. Man, Twitch chat's not letting me scroll up, so I can't read this whole message. How are you gonna get melt in your mouth? Oh, never mind. I understand what you're saying. So they need to be like thin shavings instead of chips. I got you. A VTuber? Should I know what that is? No flavor ones where it wasn't just like cookie dough bites in the ice cream. Like there were cookie dough bites in the ice cream, but like the ice cream flavor itself was also cookie dough. Like I mixed in brown butter and brown sugar into the ice cream base so that the ice cream itself was like a cookie dough ice cream. Dang it. I'm always so bad at this. So Riley still has a slight lead here, but we've seen enough tricks go poorly for Riley that we'll see if he can keep it.
Right, I turned myself down. Am I scary now?
You're actually a little quiet now.
Oh, okay, I can fix that too.
I think part of it was just the surprise. I didn't know you were coming in.
That was kind of the point. Better?
Yeah, that sounds good.
There we go.
What's up?
How's it going?
Having a
How's
grand
my
time.
Seed? How's my seed? This is my first MMR seed. My Uter seeds are really terrible. So.
This one's been pretty fine. The deciding factor is going to be coming up in just a second here when we find out what the egg song is, because they might actually be in go mode, right?
Oh, right, because they need specific songs, but not all of them necessarily.
Yeah.
I've.
Look at you! You're learning!
I'm like 60%.
You're doing so good.
I'm doing okay.
It's okay. 60% of my commentary is not about the game.
I know it was about ice cream.
It's fantastic.
I enjoyed that. I actually have, so I have a KitchenAid mixer, and so I have that ice cream maker add-on.
Oh
It's just
yeah.
been sitting in the deep freeze for so long.
Oh, you gotta use it. My friend got me one for Christmas 2 years ago, and I use it all the time. It's my favorite hobby.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking, because you were talking about earlier the peanut butter and jelly, and I'm just kind of listening. And I'm thinking, so fruit in general is like tons of water, so you have to be really careful, right?
That's why it works better with sorbets.
Right, exactly. But maybe if so you take frozen fruit, which is always the ripest, best fruit that you can buy in the supermarket anyway, right?
Yeah.
Because it's picked when it's ripe, as opposed to picked, eventually.
Yeah, and grapes are really good frozen.
Oh yeah. Well, bananas you can just make ice cream out of the banana, right?
True. Yes. That's like basically what vegan ice cream is.
Exactly. So I was thinking, you just defrost, not in the microwave or anything, but defrost frozen things and then kind of squish the water out. Maybe that would, reduce it and then put it in. Maybe.
Yeah. A peanut butter and jelly sorbet is definitely possible. You use the banana base for the peanut butter and then make a grape sorbet. There's actually a recipe for grape sorbet in the Gay Ice Cream book. So and then you can just swirl the two sorbets. That's definitely a possibility.
Yeah. The problem is getting actual grapes in a peanut butter and jelly kind of thing. Although I suppose you can make not grape, because my preferred jelly is raspberry.
That's true. I am just kind of leaning on grape jelly, but there are other jellies. I also wonder if you could just use grape juice, just add that to the base. That would freeze a little better.
Maybe. I don't know.
Update. We are not in go mode. This is now an item hunt for Keg. Hey, while you're here, you want to start a bet?
Sure, I can do that. I can start bets. Betting topic. Where is the keg, right?
Correct. And the answer of frat basement is correct, but also not the answer we're looking for. Is chat low-key calling me out for never getting predictions right? Because now I'm salty. Oh man, I really wanted Shrine to be the go mode yesterday and it wasn't, so I kind of wanted to be delayed right about it being on Shrine. We've gotten all the deeds except Ocean Tide. I still don't know where Seria got that mountain title deed. You know what? I think Keg is going to be in Zora Hall. Honestly, I kind of want to live in the universe where people say peppery instead of salty.
I don't know. Because usually salty, it's it's nice until there's too much. But peppery, I don't know, it's a different taste when it's too much pepper. It's just, hot pepper. But salty, it turns into this fire.
Yeah, this definitely just gonna come down to whoever finds Keg first wins. Curious how much they'll decide to do random stuff versus completion here, because they can beat Great Bay Temple, they can go do Egos, and then beat whatever temple Egos leads them to. Whoa! What is happening on Riley's screen?
I was gonna say, isn't the general rule, push your progression, and then when you get stuck, that's when you start doing the random checks, generally.
Yeah. People tend to start breaking that rule when Great Bay Temple is the progression you have open to you because they don't want to do it.
True. That's true. That's it's Zelda and water temples. They're all bad.
And Seria always makes some interesting routing choices that oftentimes will pan out for him. So we'll see what he does here after he finds out it storms. I could see Seria going to Akana pretty quickly.
All right, so I've totally practiced this. I'm gonna shout out our trackers.
Yes, go for it.
Do it. Let's do it. Mizuhiro Fox and Cephalopod Toast.
Wow, you nailed that. I've been thinking about it for a week because I remember being in chat during the stream where Mizuhiro explained how to say his name. I actually don't know your pronouns. I'm sorry. And I forgot what it was, and I've been thinking about. Sorry, her pronouns. My bad.
No, that's good, man.
I've been thinking about it for a week of like, crap, I forgot how to pronounce it. And I knew it was something that I wouldn't have thought of with the H sound, but Also, shouts out to both these trackers because they sign up all the time and do such a good job, and they use cute emotes. I really like them. They're a fun time.
Adorable. And most of us screw up their names at least once by practice.
Today is probably the first day I've said those correctly. I was on Restream 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I put Mizuhiro and Cephalo as my file names, just to shout them out.
Oh. Yeah, they're always here, and they're always in the channels. They're always saying, "Okay, we doing the usual thing." Yep. Okay.
Happy 2-hour mark. Oh, I almost beat VXR to it. Dang it.
It's very close. It's gonna be on a delay though, so it's not gonna sound like almost to them. It's gonna.
I know. No, that's like I said it, and then his chat came up, and I was like, oh, to them they're gonna hear it after. Like I said it before he said it, not to them. I was so close. I also don't know VXR's pronouns. Dang it. I'm the worst.
Always there. There always works.
I know. I'm trying.
It's hard.
I've gotten really good at doing that for runners, but for some reason I'm bad at doing that for chat.
Yeah. No, I generally mess up people's pronouns all the time. Which is funny because I'm a she, her, and all people on the internet are guys. So I get the he's all the time. Even though
you at least have the bet of your username is like presumably feminine, not that it has to be, but like
no, I understand. Yeah, even then it's still like I try very hard, and then I screw up. And it's like, oh, I know this person is a they, and I say he, and I correct myself, I apologize, and that's the best you can do. All you can do is the best you can do. I should mention I was drinking earlier, so I might be a little...
Hey, I support it.
It's Friday, man.
I had every intention of getting a drink, and then I came back with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. In a moment I still can't really explain. It didn't mean for it to happen. I reached into the fridge, reached for the bottle, then turned and grabbed the grape jelly instead. It was a weird moment.
No, I'm hungry instead. Oh, man. No, I try not to eat after, 8-ish?
You can probably turn your volume up a little more, actually.
Well, so here's the problem, is if I'm close to it, then I get very loud. If I back farther away, then it gets very quiet. So, yeah, and I try to keep it on the quieter side, just in case a child runs through.
Yes, I don't have to
all
worry
in bed
about
though.
Wow, really? Everyone?
They're all. My oldest is 11, so yeah. He probably could stay up a little later, but they share. He shares a room with the.
What region are you in?
I am in New England, so it's 9 p.m.
Okay, wow. I definitely was not going to bed that early when I was 11. Good for you.
No, probably not. Well, I'm sure the youngest won't be. When my baby is 11, he'll be up until till like 10:30 with his brothers. It's just how it
Yeah.
is.
That's definitely, yeah, because I had an older brother. That's definitely
Right.
contributing. Seria's going for beavers right now. The heck?
Why would you do beavers? Now, I don't know a whole lot about it, but I know beavers suck, as along with Goron race also sucks. For like, in lemons.
Seria did the rest of Cape earlier, so that's why he skipped the other checks here. But he is specifically coming back for beavers, so unless he saw a hint that I didn't notice, I'm surprised he's making this choice. But like I said, Seria tends to kind of go out of the way sometimes in ways you wouldn't expect. But there's also a reason Seria's ranked as high as he is in the tournament. It works out for him more often than. Also, we're going to find out what song Egos has, if it's Goron, Lullaby, or Elegy. Just when even VXR doesn't catch it.
Yeah, when I play these games, the hints are up for like 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna bring this up. I'm terribly slow. I stopped racing because I'm like, I just can't.
Oh, Riley! Oh man, he's having a lot of those types of moments today. That's really unfortunate.
The first time I saw someone try and beat this in a blind playthrough, they could not figure it out, and I'm just trying to yell at them. Because it's clearly...
Or Lullaby. I'm surprised. For some reason, I just really thought that was going to be Elegy. Giant's Mask. Didn't pan out. So Riley gonna chase that progression and just start doing dungeon completion. Seria, I think, is gonna go do Great Bay Temple? I think what we're gonna see is that if Keg is not along the progression route, Seria's gonna win, and if Keg is along the progression route, Riley's gonna win. I think that's what's happening here. Yo! Here come the subs. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Thank you for the gift subs.
I'm going to use this as an opportunity to point out how close the sub goal is. How is it still 289? We just got 2 more subs.
It doesn't updates a little slow.
Ooh, I'm the worst. Might be. In other news, look how close we are to the sub goal!
Yeah, we have some awesome emotes if you haven't seen them and you're not subbed. And also, did you know that if you have a Prime subscription, to Amazon, then you can sub for free once a month.
That's actually how I do my ZSR sub.
Oh man, thank you so much. Yeah.
Whoa! Also, letter to mama. I also just remembered that I think I bet Zora Hall for Keg, so I love that Seria is here doing Zora Hall checks. Seria is learning from last night's match and doing Evan before going to Great Bay Temple. I love how quickly Zero hopped on to that letter to mama bet. Now, when you say that, are you betting the check where you normally get it, or using letter to mama? Yo, make an MMR sub goal.
I think there are some restreamers play randomizers sub goals that we've already met and we already have to do. If you'd like, you can pressure Mr. Trez to.
I was gonna say, I think there was an MMR goal at some point,
Yeah,
but I have
there
no
are-
memories
there
of it
are some.
happening.
Yeah, our sub goal. We're a little behind.
Yeah, that's fine. It'll happen.
Just a spot.
There are a lot of tournaments going on right now.
Yes. There are. I mean, and new ones keep starting up. That's the other problem. But no, really, the reason why they've all kind of slowed down is Trez moved. So,
Yeah.
And
And Uter was getting overhauled. That takes effort.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's so much going on behind the scenes. We just put out a new call for restreamers too because, as you can tell from today, I mean, Q Game started it, and I'm like, okay, because I can't get there for the start, but I could be here for the rest of it.
There's no world
try
in
and
which my
find-
internet could handle that, fortunately.
So plug. This is actually running on a remote server in Trez's that Trez owns. This is not running on my server. Yeah. I can run it on my own computer, and sometimes sometimes we're out of remotes, but there are currently 3. It might end up being 2 servers that we run restreams from in Germany. So you don't actually need a computer to run it. You just need to be able to open up a couple different browser windows at once. Basically.
The MMR co-op All Sanity that happened last week was very fun. 20 of us showed up in 10 teams of 2, and 9 teams finished. Average time I think was about 4 hours. I think the first team finished at like the first person finished around 3:45. Keg. Also, that cafe's mask was Way of the Hero from Stockpot Inn.
So they both. Okay, so I should edit that too. All right, so that was on. You're gonna have to help me.
So I know Mizuhiro said Letter to Mama, which is correct because you had to turn in Letter to Mama for that. Letter to Mama came from Zora Hall stage lights check.
But no, it would have been no. So Letter to Mama is the one that you turned in, right?
Yeah. So Letter to Mama would be correct. Madame Aroma in Bar would be correct. Zora Hall would be correct. East Clocktown would technically be correct. If someone said stage lights. Yeah, so Seria should very likely win.
Was that? No, that didn't click right. There we go.
On the pedestal?
No, it clicked wrong. I hit the wrong button, and it's like whatever it was.
I don't even know what that person is trying to reference by saying pedestal.
The betting dashboard's a little bit buggy. That's not the first time I've done that. I have to like remember to unclick everything if I. My problem. All right, so I'm gonna re-update these Way of the Heroes, right?
Yeah, so Stockpot Inn, Picto and Gold Dust are still true, but you have to add Cafe to it. Shoot, VXR, did you see that hint? I missed it. I missed both the spring hints. Not that it matters anymore, but... Riley is unfortunately going to check all the spring checks. So Seria's in a good spot because Seria's going to get to go mode all of his dungeons instead of full clear them. Not going to do any spring checks. Rando gonna Rando. Would have been cool if it was a close race. Say lobby.
It happens. It happens.
We'll just go back to talking about ice cream.
So my favorites are coffee flavored ones because I like the extra caffeine.
I'll have to make it someday because I have enough friends who like coffee. I just never have coffee in the house.
No, that's you know, I have I drink cold brew, so I could probably just throw it straight in.
Yeah. Checks out.
Yeah, I used to make cold brew coffee myself for like years, and they finally started making some that they sell black. So I drink it black, right? And it used to be that you could only buy it that was, you know, basically ice cream. You know, it's just half sugar, half milk. But now you can buy it black, so I don't.
Well, that's where the Mountain Deed was. Neat.
We found it.
That means Riley's gonna go to Zora's Hall, so he's actually gonna get Letter to Mama soon. We'll see if he chases it quickly enough. Curious how Seria is feeling right now. I feel like if I were in Seria's position, I'd feel pretty good about how quickly I've gotten go mode given where everything was. But I mean, you never know. You know Riley's a good player, so it's always worth stressing a little.
I think you always feel behind. Always.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I should have done that.
Yeah. I will. Both players put off Graveyard a little longer than I think was necessary, so they might feel a little stressed about how long it took to get Zora mask. It's important that Riley does all his Zora Hall checks before Great Bay Temple because you can't do torchlights after. Which means if he clears Great Bay Temple, he has to reset cycle before he can get Letter to Mama. I will say, my first ever legal alcoholic drink was a spiked milkshake in true form. My love of ice cream is not a new thing. And it was very good.
Mine was Midori Sour. That was my first legal drink. That was not a good night.
Riley's doing torches right now, and he's already cleared Snowhead. So this could actually be really close, because Riley was a little ahead. Lost some time doing spring checks and full clearing Snowhead. It's really going to come down to, does he chase this Letter to Mama right away?
Yeah, boozy milkshakes are great though. I should get the alcohol for those and make one.
Okay, when I'm stable and established, instead of having a basement bar, I'm going to have like a basement ice cream bar, but it's absolutely include boozy milkshakes.
When I'm stable and established, I don't know how old I'm gonna be. Like,
yeah, this is a dream that we'll see. We'll see.
Like right now, I'm thinking about putting a bathroom upstairs. Milkshake bar, bathroom. Oh, thanks VXR. I'll add that.
Oh, I forgot about that completely. Yeah, because that led to Captain's Hat. If you like pina colada, getting caught in
the rain.
I do love getting caught in the rain.
Oh god. I like making love at midnight.
I see.
Not in the dunes on the Cape, though. That would suck. That would really... No. You don't do that in dunes.
True.
No. You don't know.
This is. It's fine that Riley's doing Great Bay Temple if he skips Wart. If he goes to Wart, then he's losing time because Wart's not giving him a keg. He's gonna have. The other thing is he's gonna have to reset cycle no matter what once he picks up that keg. Right after Great Bay Temple, and doesn't take too long in Great Bay Temple. He still has Snowhead over Seria, and he can catch up. So this isn't over. This could assuming he doesn't put off Letter to Mama for a stupid amount of time, this is definitely going to be a close finish. I do think we're still at a point where Seria is in the lead, so Riley has to make up time, but it's possible. They fast forwards. He just will have to go to night 3. And actually, no, you because he doesn't have Romani's mask, you don't want to fast forward until you're ready to turn it in. Because he has to turn in Letter to Mama in the bar, and then reset cycle. He's not finishing on this cycle. That's an unfortunate distraction. That's not helping his case. If you're rooting for Riley, you're real pissed he just found Kamaro's.
Yeah, I don't know a lot, but I know bait when I see it. That's what that is.
You haven't taken a look at the bracket. I just copy and pasted the URL into chat instead of using the chat command like a fool. But there's the bracket link.
Does the chat command not work?
No, as soon as I hit enter, I was like, wait, why did I do that? But you can also scroll over and see predictions and no. Sorry, if you check two thoughts at once here. If you check the bracket predictions, you can see that I am in last place and have predicted a majority of the matches incorrectly. I'm really killing it. But also, Riley just found Romani's mask, which could, in a good world, push him to Letter to Mama. In a bad world, will push him to sound check. Okay, he's not doing sound check because he's skipping ahead. And he picked up a key, so he's gonna do Wart, and it's also not good. Or no, he just skipped a night. He's gonna do sound check. He's doing sound check. I thought he was already on night 2, but he's on day 2, so now he's on night 2, which means he's letting it pass to 10 PM for sound check. Riley's screwed. The Great Bay Temple bait just trolled the crap out of him.
That's a lot of bait, man.
Yeah, now Wart's gonna pop out like Letter to Cafe or something. Any boss being fought at the same time the Great Bay Temple boss is being fought. I tried really hard to play along with the people in chat that thought Riley had a chance.
There's just too much bait. It ain't happening. This is the winner's bracket, though, so Riley is not out of it, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, neither runner's out of it, and it's worth noting both of them did a really good job getting here. I mean, Riley took out Blaze, an incredible runner who totally earned his 3rd seed to get into this match. Like Riley's a great MMR player. He's definitely had a couple flubs with tricks today, and ultimately, like, I can't fault him for wanting to go and do some progression before chasing that letter to mama. I get it. Alright, that's the 2nd dungeon for complete for Seria. Seria has Adalba's remains and Georg's remains. And is gonna go to Akana next? Oh right, Seria hasn't gone and gotten Goron Lullaby yet, I forgot. I forgot Seria hadn't done this. This actually added more credit to the people who thought Riley had a chance until he didn't. Does that mean? I like both runners, I'm sorry.
No, I'm pretty sure Riley's gotten 1st place on one of my weeklies in Ocarina of Time, so, you know, you can't win them all. At least it wasn't a meme fest, right? I usually, you know, end up with meme fests.
This is a pretty average seed. Not a jet, not a troll, just like a normal seed.
It's amazing.
Who would have guessed?
I can add that to my resume. Occasionally normal seeds.
Even time-wise, Seria's gonna come in a little sub 3.
Riley does not have a shot, and I don't know much about MMR.
There was too much. There was too much bait in Great Bay Temple for Riley to have a shot.
There's just so much bait. I was gonna say
We're gonna watch him do sound check while we watch Seria beat the game.
He might hit go mode, maybe.
He
Maybe.
could. I could see him getting the keg like right around when Seria's on the. Actually, no. He should. Yeah, he should get go mode unless he's like really weird about putting off flooded Amama, but I don't think that. So he'll probably skip to night 3 as soon as sound check is over. I can't tell if Riley's really popular or people just really want Seria to lose this.
No. I don't know. I don't even. I mean, I see Riley, you know, doing pretty good everywhere, so it's not like he's always losing. But I don't know if I don't know enough about Seria. Oh.
It's all the Oot runners.
I see. But I mean, it's still winner's bracket, you know. So he can still win in the losers bracket. You just gotta. The losers bracket actually has more matches anyway. That means he has to practice more for MMR if he loses. Eh?
Yeah, and he'll have a little bit of a break too, because we still got to get what the hell happened versus that match hasn't updated yet. I forget who won between Dark Horse and Sea Falcon won, right? Yeah, Sea Falcon and what the hell happened have to face first. Wait. Elrose, I think I actually got this one right. I'm pretty sure I had Seria winning this. I might have gotten one prediction right in my bracket.
Oh man. You can't go for the straight opposite. That's always fun too. Like, look, I picked every single one of them wrong.
I'm pretty close.
I got it right, just the wrong way.
We had some of those. Like yesterday, the match I was commentating, I had the two racers facing each other, but I had them facing each other at some point in the winner's bracket, not the loser's bracket. Yeah, I totally had Seria winning this, so that's cool. It'll be the only person in the final 4 of winner's bracket I got right. We're gonna have to kill time before sound check too. It's stupid how much he's gone through West Clocktown today. Science Mask chest. Oh no! He found the lens, and he's gonna do shrine.
It's a bait.
Every check in shrine's gonna be like Keaton mask, postman's hat.
It's a bait train. Poor Riley.
All night mask. What else? Bremen mask. A wallet. Letter to cafe. Those are gonna be the 6 items he finds. Maybe ocean title deed. Of course it's a wallet. That's so mean. A heart piece. Seria did Stone Tower Temple before even going to do Ego, so I didn't notice that. I guess it didn't matter either way. Alright, next check. Oh. Can't have them all.
No bait.
For the record, I'm not rooting against Riley, but now that he's pretty much out, I think it'd just be very funny to give him literally every bait possible.
Hilarious, yeah.
Like, if you're gonna go out in style. Second wart fight. Happy with the results. That was me yesterday. So Gibdo really was required. That Picto box really was Way the Hero. Triple waft stock pot in. Always clear your waft. Hey, at least the Garo mask isn't bait. Bomb.
Lemons.
Are we gonna get to see lemons today? Wow, I want nothing more than for lemons to happen as Seria is just like going to the moon. Oh man.
That would be the best.
Oh, he's gonna go heal Pamela's father. He's spiraling. Bremen mask was found. Wow, please let Pamela's father have All Might mask, or Keaton mask,
This is
or
like
Captain's
the
hat,
baitiest
or not Captain's hat, Postman's
bait.
hat, or Ocean Title D.
for going in the wrong direction.
It's so unfortunate because the very first piece of bait he found was the right bait, but instead of following bait number 1, he picked up baits 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
It's like, oh, look at all the stuff I have to do now.
Seria getting trolled by the bows? I don't remember. Coming to my TED Talk. I'll never forget the time I once accidentally pressed B, which slashes your sword and prevents you from getting the Pamela's father check. It's the worst. Shut up! Shut the front door!
No! Oh my god.
There's no way he'll do that before doing Letter to Mama, but it's
But the
incredible
bait.
what Riley has been able to find in the time that he hasn't been checking Letter to Mama.
This is so much bait. It's okay, Blue. I know very little too. I'm just keeping Zombie company because he had nobody to keep him company. We talked about ice cream. I know like
Honestly,
6 people about this.
I held up way better than I thought I was going to, and I'm really happy about it.
I know it's harder with Rando because it takes much longer. So yeah, you held up really good for like an hour and a half, and then it started being like, okay. Eventually it starts to be like, okay.
Well, yeah, I was gonna start reading from the book, but then you hopped in and I was like, this is better for everyone.
Also, hi Cubs. Everybody give Cubs your love. He's been having a rough week. Quest Boogie. Boogie. How do you spell Boogie? I don't think that's how you spell Boogie. Because I clearly pronounced it wrong. So I looked at that and I'm like thinking booger. And I don't think that's what we're going for here.
What did Pose have? I missed it. Is it something fun? That's not. Well, time for some sound check.
Yeah, let's
Now
see
I'm
what
really
Peyton
curious
goes
if
first.
Riley will get Keg in time, because he's going to do sound check and probably Lemons before.
Yeah, the order of the bait following. That's going to determine whether or not he actually hits go mode or not. And how mad he is at me for rolling the seed.
Because, I mean, Seria's close. Seria's going to beat Goat, go straight to the moon.
Right.
I'd have to wait an hour of in-game time for midnight, which isn't the end of the world. Obviously not going to change the outcome. Yeah, I actually, now that I don't think Riley's going to get the Keg.
Why is boogieing and not booging? It might just be that I think there's an E. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Oh, missed up the
Where's our
quick
English
kill.
teacher?
The thing people don't realize is that if you miss up the quick kill, it's actually, when you have Fierce Deity, he's more useful than you think in this, because you can roll and score on the way you're expected to and knock Goat down, and once Goat's sitting, you can one cycle Goat with Fierce Deity. It's actually pretty quick.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I see Hundo runners suffering if they miss the quick kill.
Yeah, it's just kind of been ingrained in racers' minds that you have to use arrows on Goat, but Fierce Deity it's still not faster than Quick Kill by any means, but I think it's a better substitute for failing Quick.
Well, I imagine because Fierce Deity you usually only get at the very end of the game, so it depends on what it affects in the rest of the game. For like Ocarina of Time, you get light arrows right at the very end, and they don't really do much except the really end. But like Wind Waker light arrow go crazy, you know. I mean, they one-shot kill everything. So Fierce Deity somewhere in the middle. Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on your settings. Obviously, for race settings, you can only use them in bosses, which pretty much just helps with Adalwa and Dorg. It's about the same Fierce Deity and arrows kill Twin Mold in basically the same time, depending on your execution. So those are the only things he can really speed up for you.
But also, it looks cool.
Yeah, and it's just like a super fun mask to use. Alright, Seria's heading to the moon. Riley's skipping to day 3. Lemons yet. Okay, so he is going to get the keg because he's going to do lemons while he's waiting for Postman's freedom in his head. So that's good.
Yay! I mean, we don't see lemons, so but he'll hit go mode.
He'll probably collect the keg and then lose. Yeah, no, that's exactly what's gonna happen. He's gonna like pick up the keg as Seria kills and presses done. Also, rip Deku Soldier. It's just Soldier now.
Soldier.
Is one. Oh, he's gonna get like a brief second of, oh, I'm finally in go mode, and then he's gonna lose. Oh man.
No, no. No, Riley's not out. This is the winner's bracket. Riley will move to the loser's bracket. He still has a chance.
But unfortunately, he does not have a chance for this race,
No.
as that is an official GG for Seria. Final time of 2 hours, 50 minutes, and 31 seconds, minus an owl save. Sends Seria into the 4th round of the winner's bracket, going up against FaZe in the original, I don't know if that counts as semifinals or not, but the final 4 of the winner's bracket.
All right, I'm gonna pull him in and then I mute myself because I don't know what to ask him.
Okay. Hello?
Seria, you're here, yeah. You're in.
Hello!
Hello.
GG's, congratulations!
Thank you. That
How you
was
feeling?
a fun seed.
I felt like it was a pretty average seed, not too mean, not too nice.
I don't know. I don't like Zora Mask being on Grave 2 Garado. I don't like anything being there.
I know you hate Day 2 Grave.
I do. I almost skipped it actually.
We were talking about that on stream. I was like, oh man, I know Seria likes to skip this. It would be very bad. You and Riley were pretty much neck and neck. You didn't necessarily take the same routes, but you kind of like weaved back and forth without ever getting too far ahead of each other. So he was about a minute or two ahead of you getting Zora. And just kind of like stayed a minute or two ahead of you until you found Keg, and he found Keg when you killed Majora.
I feel like I got lucky with that keg, honestly.
Yeah, you were making some bold plays, like going to beavers and stuff.
I rushed that letter. I almost Song of Time thinking, well, what if I get Cafe's letter? I'm not on day 1. So my decision there was like, if I don't find anything here, I'm going to reset time. And wow, conveniently, I found the express mail, and I'm like, okay, well, glad I didn't reset time.
Yeah, I was kind of saying, like, if the keg is somewhere along progression, Riley's gonna win, because he rushed Egos and did Snowhead Temple, and you were doing other random stuff. If keg's not along progression, you were gonna win, and ultimately that's what ended up happening.
I found the hint for Snowhead Temple was foolish, so I know that like Snowhead was progression and all, but I was like, I'm gonna do eggs, and I'm gonna keep checking things because the keg could be required, and of course, go figure, it storms. But I guess and storms actually worked out for me, I guess. So
yeah, you were a minute or you were probably 3 minutes behind getting storms. Had it been Lullaby or Elegy, it would have been a really close finish, because your execution was going a little better than Riley's. He was having a tough time with some of the tricks today.
Really?
So
Because I thought I was doing pretty bad, actually.
I might have just noticed Riley's more. He took like 4 tries to get the in Pirate's Fortress where you have to jump slash to get to the 1 egg. That was really struggling for him, and there were a couple other times where just like kept doing things over and over again.
I have a few days like that.
The keg decided this match. Yeah, it would have been a really good watch if X had been required though, because you guys were close and it would have stayed that way.
Who found Deku Mask first?
You did.
I was actually surprised that Gold Dust was required, like, you know, because the Picto Box there, and then the Gibbo's mask was on Seahorse. It was like, well, this is pretty obvious the way of the hero.
Yeah, and then Cafe Mask was also in stock put in, which ended up being Way of the Hero for Kag.
Yeah, In had 3 Way of the Hero items.
Yeah. And it really just like made me look dumb, because when we found it, I said on Restream, like, there's all these bait items, but it's probably just Picto Box, and then no, every single bait item mattered.
And I had just jumped to day 3, like, as soon as I got that Gold Dust, and I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, I think this is a seed that it could have been done a little bit faster, but both of you put off Graveyard for a while, even after getting Deku Mask.
I really didn't think Zora Mask was gonna be over there.
I thought it was going to be in Bomb Grotto. Like, I was a little surprised it was in Day 2 Grotto, but I was saying for, like, way earlier than that. I was like, this just feels like the seed where they get trolled by Bomb Grotto. I was close.
Where's the Garo Mask?
Shrine. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Riley actually found Letter to Mama early enough that he probably could have caught back up. But he didn't follow it. Instead, he went into Great Bay Temple before following Letter to Mama, and along the way, picked up the Ramani's Mask, Kamaro Mask, Bremen Mask, Letter to Cafe, and a wallet, and the Lens of Truth.
Oof.
He found 6 other forms of bait to make sure he didn't get that keg.
Like I said, I knew both letters were still out there somewhere, and I was making a hard-pressed decision of, should I reset time in case I find Cafe Letter? Because I'm on day 2. I can't turn that in if I find it. It's night. It's past. And I was like, I was still debating on what I was doing when I had found the other letter. And then I was like, well, Cafe Mask was Way of the Hero. In a Way of the Hero location, I'm rushing this.
Tell me about the choice to do Mountain when you did, and then finding Goron Mask late because of it.
I don't really know what to say on that one.
Fair enough.
Couple's Mask was on the pillar, so I'd probably have to rewatch what I was doing. I went to the mountain, I think, because I was still waiting for midnight, and then I just kind of decided to, like, check out Lens Cave while I was up there and see if that swamp deed was important, which it was. There was actually multiple items in each of the Way of the Hero locations. Like, there was light arrows in Road to Swamp. So you would have thought, yeah, so you might have thought the deed wasn't important. Especially when there was a bunch of other deeds. So, like, you know, if you got the Cafe Mask from toilet paper, that wouldn't make the Swamp deed important for that.
How are you feeling about your bracket placement? You're going to be going up against FaZe next.
I think it is going to be a good match. FaZe is a really, really great player, and I'm definitely excited.
Yeah. Did you ever find a second sometimes hint?
No, I actually did not. I'm
All right.
pretty
I think
sure
we
it
saw
was
one on Restream.
Riley, because we're on delay, Riley has finished. I'm going to pull him in.
Okay.
Just so you're not surprised that he's running and also in commentary.
Get you a man that can do both.
No, that's not allowed. You can't do that. Hey, Riley. We know you're in here. It's okay. We can watch you. We can watch you and you can talk at the same time. We all know you're on delay.
GG's,
Hello.
Riley.
GG's.
Ugh. That was something.
Also,
Got
I
all the wrong dates.
apologize. I apologize for the bait.
Yeah. Oh well. What was your go mode, Seria?
Keg.
What made you
Hey,
do
you got-
when did you get Express Mail?
As soon as I got Song of Storms, I went to Cape, and I did Beavers, and then I went to Zora Hall. Planning, I hadn't done Great Bay Temple yet, so I was planning to just do the checks that you can't do before. I mean, after you clear it, and I found Express Mail over there, and just decided to rush that.
Okay. That's unfortunate because I almost full cleared my seed before I went there. Because I was like, oh, I'll just do Great Bay, and I did Snowhead and then did Great Bay, and then I was like, oh, Secret Shrine is so good here, so I did all of that first.
I just did Snowhead last.
I did it second because Spring is so strong. Spring has much more value than everything else.
I put it off because there was the foolish hint for Snowhead, and
I mean, just even if Snowhead is fair, and Spring is just so much checks. It's like 5-6 checks in like.
yeah, it is. I just didn't like go for the song because, well, I didn't know which one was going to be the Goron's Lullaby anyway. But like, I didn't have like ice arrows for a while, and then when I did find ice arrows, I still didn't have Gibbo's mask anyway. So I finished eggs, finished seahorses, and then I just kind of went to the Cape from there after getting storms.
Okay. When did you get your Zora? Because I know you usually skip day 2 grave.
I got it when I went to the graveyard the first time. I had almost skipped it, and I just decided not to.
It was only about a minute or two after you did, Riley. Actually, I think someone in chat said it was like exactly half, maybe.
Okay.
You didn't take the same path, but you were basically like neck and neck the whole time. Like Seria would get Eku 2 minutes before you, but you got Zora 2 minutes for him, just because you were doing things in different orders. But like, pretty much until both got storms, and then took 2 really different routes after storms, and that kind of decided the race.
Unfortunate. I was really hoping Eggs had storms because I felt pretty solid about it. Except I basically last location my Deku mask because I got gold dust on day 3, so that was unfortunate.
I got that on day 3 too, and I got the cafe mask, so I kind of just reset time, set up cafe mask.
I mean, I did
the couples mask.
Yeah, because I only went into Stockbot at like midnight on day 3 because I was like, I'll do toilet, guest room, and the check it all at the same time. So I did that and then reset right away. Got Cafe's mask set up midnight meeting, and while waiting, I did.
I tell you what, our Way of the Heroes were strong.
I mean, there were like I feel like you were bottlenecked into them anyways. Like North Clocktown for Mirror Shield is kind of whatever.
Yeah, that's fair.
Road to Southern Swamp, like you all usually do that pretty early anyways. Like, and you saw the captain stat, it's not like it mattered much. And then Stockpot, well, Gold Dust was nice, and like you probably would prioritize that.
Yeah, I'll be honest. If I didn't have that hint, I probably would have put that Gold Dust off longer than I did.
Yeah.
I only did it because it was in a Way of the Hero spot, or I would have put it off longer.
Yeah, I mean, it was not fulfilled super early, so yeah.
And then, of course, it's an Epona seed, so there's all those open checks.
Yeah, I went to Coast night 1, so cycle 1.
don't remember when I went to Coast. I don't think I went to Coast for like my whole first hour.
Yeah, was there sub 20 minutes?
You did it while you were waiting for midnight meeting.
I forgot, that was like so long ago.
I might be wrong about that, but that.
All right, so I do have the spoiler if you guys have any questions about it, but I think we've covered most of it, right?
I mean, yeah, I basically had every item, so.
No.
I had jokingly said as you went into Shrine, I was like, O'Reilly's gonna find every bait left, and then you did. You did find every
Basically,
bait
Fremen
left.
mask, the other wallet that led me to start doing Bankheart Pay stuff. I did sound check. I did like everything.
I did, I went to the treasure chest shop game, and I had like probably the worst pattern I have ever had in my life.
You both had really
And
rough treasure games.
I got it
I
for a try still, at least.
didn't have any rupees to do it a second try, so like I never did it, and so if that was important, I just never went back to it, and probably was going to last location it at this point. My first and only attempt at it, I couldn't even get past like the third row blocks because it was like a really ugly pattern.
I just clipped through everything, so.
I was gonna clip, but then there was like nowhere to really clip.
Did we never saw the second sometimes hint, right? I never found that.
Yeah, we never saw it on Restream.
I'm assuming it's
Yeah, I never found it either.
I was gonna say, which was the first one?
the seahorses.
You got seahorses as Gibdo.
And
So
it
you're
was
looking-
useful.
It'll say something like Bank 3, Gossips, Goron Race, Fisherman Game, or Beaver
Garo's in
Race.
Secret Shrine, by the way, so.
Yeah, actually, I'm not used to reading these spoilers, so I have all of the.
Yeah, because it's going to tell you where all the
More
masks are too, which
yeah.
is confusing.
I think. Yeah, it has a whole bunch. Yeah, it has a whole bunch of.
If the Gossip Stone location says moon in it, that ignore those hints. Like the entire because it's alphabetical, skip over the entire section that says moon.
Right. So I think it's the Fisherman Game holds Silver Ruby.
Yes, that is it.
That's on the Swamp Spider house, and I know from
Yep.
Now we're not muted. Hi guys.
Oh, were they not listening to
Sorry.
us?
Yeah, no, the Restreamer bot got kicked out, so nothing was playing on stream. I heard it getting kicked out. I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, as Riley gets his final time, do you guys have any final thoughts?
No, I'm good.
Good.
All right. Well, final time for Riley: 3 hours, 8 minutes, 28 seconds. Shouts out to both Riley and Seria for putting on a great race. Both of them are
GG,
continuing
Riley.
in the tournament. Seria in the winner's bracket, Riley in the loser's bracket. Both have a chance to be the overall winner at the end, which is exciting. Give them both a follow. They're doing a great job, and they do a bunch of cool stuff on Twitch. Definitely shouts out to our trackers, Who's a Hero and Cephalopod, who do a fantastic job and are such a great part of the community, always willing to volunteer and be a part of these restreams. We could not do it without them. Thank you to
Thank you,
Delilah for restreaming, and for, I forget who started this for us.
Q Game.
Q Game. Thanks to Q Game for getting it going.
And
Thank-
thanks to Zombie Phoenix for maybe commentating alone for a while. and
It's a
then
good
talking
party.
and then talking about ice cream and suffering with me for an hour so that you
I'm
weren't
always
talking
happy to
yourself.
talk about ice cream. Stick around, there's more MMR coming. We've got the weekly tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. And then we've got another tournament race with Namaha versus Why You So Epic Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
All right, I am going to boot you guys over to Zelda Speedruns 2. I can go through the entire thing. I think they're still running. Let me double check. Oh yeah, they are definitely still running. They have a tourney match. It's a Swiss round. It's Z2R. Maybe you guys can learn how to follow it. I can't follow it. But I can't follow this either. So. But thanks so much for coming, guys. I appreciate you all. And come back tomorrow. We have so many streams this weekend. Good night.
Have a
Have a
good
good
night,
one.
everyone.